welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's the second baseman, Chase Meidroth. That one hit to right. Reynolds makes the grab. One pitch and one out. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Pham. Long run into the gap. Makes the grab for the second out. And now here is Colson Montgomery. Here's your 1. And that one hammered back there. Out of here. He circles the bases and they jump out front. It's 1-0. This one popped up. Brings it in. And that's the third out. Bottom of the first, and now Jared Triolo. And
ball.
That misses. And that's ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Instead of letting the hitter
One
get his
ball,
arms
one
extended,
strike.
tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3. This to third, and that one handled. Fires over to first.
Out.
Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, the batter now as he
0-1.
swings and misses for strike 1. Next
No,
pitch
inside.
and it's 1-2. Out to short, Montgomery zips it across.
He's out.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Pittsburgh, top of the second. Now the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. Skeens back to work. That one fouled off. And he
That's
blows
strike.
that one by him at 100.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
This to center field. And he misses it. It drops in. Round second, digging for third. Still able to fire over.
He was all over that one. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. He pulls into second as a run scores.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
Lenny and Sosa
No ball.
now at the
One
plate
strike.
as he swings through strike 1. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here's Mike Tauchman. The other way, and lines out to third.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
So up now for Chicago. Michael Busch. And that is out of play. Up the middle. Betts. The throw to first.
Got him.
And a quick out, number one. Ian Happ up to hit.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. One out. Runner at second. Tucker now at the plate. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Gets it to first.
He's out.
And Tucker is retired. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Suzuki, the next to hit. Slice the other way and foul. Two outs. Fouled off down the right side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just...
A swing and a miss. That retires. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now a chance for Mookie Betts. And a foul ball. Horton, a righty that throws with power. 23 years old. A former first-round pick in 2022. Shaw. Tosses to first.
He's out.
One up, one down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. That's a ball.
That's a
Tried
ball.
the sweeper.
1-0.
lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Happ sizing this one up, and there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Shohei Ohtani in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. A little bit low.
0-1.
And the count 1-2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Happ moving under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Dodger Stadium. New inning getting started. Now, Pete Crow Armstrong. Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Freeman.
Out.
1 up, 1 down. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. And it's fouled away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And 2 away now. So here's Horner now. And the first
Ball 1, no
offering is
strikes.
not close.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just...
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Bottom of the inning. Here comes Max Muncy. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Here is Freddie Freeman. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0. That one down
Nope,
the
that's
line,
foul.
and foul ball. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Stretches out and hauls it in.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Andy Pajes now in the box.
0-1's the
Comes
count.
up empty with a swing there. That to right. Tucker makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in L.A., Swanson digs in. Ohtani back to work. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Gone! And that should quiet this home crowd. It's 1-1. On the ground, out to short. On to first.
Got him.
And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Michael Busch digs in now. Edman throws to first in time. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Doubled in his first AB. Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early.
Ball.
He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Snap throw, and he dives in safely.
1-1.
Tied up here in the early going. one is hammered right field. This one's got a chance. And that one's gone. And King Tuck sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-1. Suzuki in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just
oh, that's a strikeout. As we go to the last of the third, Kike Hernandez at the plate. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
To third. In time to Bush. And a quick out, number 1. And now Teoscar Hernandez. That one lifted to left. Happ sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Mookie Betts. On the ground to third. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Betts into second. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock.
He's trying for third. Yeah, that's fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Snap throw behind the runner, and he's back into second.
You know what I feel like, Boog? I mean, throwing it down to second base, like, honestly, there's only a couple of guys that have ever had any success in doing that. It's just really hard to pick somebody on second.
It's a fair point. Runner on the go again. On the ground to short. Swanson fires over to first. And the inning is over. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Late on that fastball.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez pulls that one down, and there's one down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Carson Kelly.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
And that's outside.
That's a ball.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Hernandez puts it away for the out. Out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Nico Hoerner. He's 0 for 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. Out. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's Shohei Ohtani. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Ohtani goes 6 feet 3 inches. 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And he makes the catch. And there's one away. Muncy digs in. Struck out swinging his first time. Ground ball right side. Hoerner over to first. They get the out on Muncy. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. On the ground right side. And it goes just foul. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering way off the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Two down, nobody on. And that one upstairs. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. The batter now will be Will Smith. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a ground ball to first.
Got him.
And that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Dansby Swanson.
0-1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together for him. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Swanson on at first, nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Just missed.
Ball 1.
Snap throw down to second. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Snap throw to first. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pickoff move to first.
Hey.
Swanson back in standing. Righty delivers. Foul ball there. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the end.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. High bounce,
that ball
takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. A run comes in the right, ready to get underway. And the batter now, Jackson Chourio.
Jackson Chourio.
Fouled off left side.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that one missing inside. A sharp slider. Ground ball left side.
Ball.
And foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Out to short. Swanson fires to first on the run.
He's
and
out of there.
very nicely done for the out. And now it'll be Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out, base is empty. Pitch is in for a strike, and now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
2-2.
Gets under and pops it up. Shaw takes it in for the out, and there's 2 down. And now it's William Contreras. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Threw that fastball
No
right
balls,
by
2
him,
strikes.
slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Pro Armstrong makes the grab, and that is that. Back here with my pal Singy. Starting on the mound in this one, Freddie Peralta.
Well, a pretty standard 4-pitch mix. Got the fastball, change speeds, 2 breaking balls. You know, all can be really effective if they're coming out of the same arm slot and really staying in that tunnel for a good bit.
That one missing inside.
That's the ball.
Called strike right there. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 3.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
High fly ball down the left field line. And a foul ball. Base hit center field. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. Tell you what, that's a very impressive swing of the bat.
Ian Happ up to
That's
hit.
a ball. That's
First
inside.
pitch misses. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, and wins that gold glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But, you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. So here's Kyle Tucker now. swing, and he breaks his bat. 2 away now.
Batting fourth.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. And first offering is fouled off. Bush, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a big swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back
balls, 2
sliders.
strikes.
Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at the friendly confines. Second inning set to go. Now here is Bryce Turang. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Waste no time there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now Joseph Ortiz in the dirt.
1-0.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Heck.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
Runner on the go. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did,
That's a ball.
and he did it perfectly.
Andrew Vaughn up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Hit on the ground might be 2. There's 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. Now here's Jake Bauers.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. Peralta back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me, he was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And he picks the ball. Wow. 1 out, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Missed with a changeup. 1-0. Kelly getting the starting catcher, batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was a second-round pick back in 2012. Ortiz. 2 down.
He's out.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And he grounds one to the right side. And the inning is over. Back here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Ball 1, no strikes. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Here's the rookie third baseman. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. That one
Nope.
missed.
Ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's in the
2-1.
dirt. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in, 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that's a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Outside
Ball.
low, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that'll do it. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes Dansby Swanson. And there's the strike.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to
0-1.
commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider
Ball.
with
That's
just
up.
terrific bite at the end.
The 1-1. Hard hit, right side. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Bunting, and it's in the air. Slings to first. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out. So the batting order turns over. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering
That's high.
upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also
2-1.
have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
2 outs.
Hey!
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first.
Oh.
That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the fourth. Now it's the DH, Christian Yelich. Line drive, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Contreras, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at-bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Tucker takes the play. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. And now Joseph Ortiz. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Cut on and lifted in the air. Reaching try, but can't bring it in.
Comes through with the RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Runner on the go. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and that is that. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom 4. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
On a line out towards center. Chourio makes the grab, one away. Here's Kyle Tucker. Flied out his first time. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
It's 0-1.
Swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
1-1.
That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-1. And a breaking
2-1.
ball misses outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-2.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Crow Armstrong
No
stands
balls,
in
1
now
strike.
and watches strike 1. And he
Strike 2.
takes a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Here at Wrigley Field, we have the left fielder, Jake Bauers. Boyd back to work. That clips the zone. Strike 1. Bauers, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2013. That misses
That's
the
the ball.
zone. 1-1. That's a little bit low.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside
2
part
balls,
of the
2
plate.
strikes.
Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Ground ball right side. Horner tosses to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Sal Frelick. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner on the move. Ripped on a line. Crow Armstrong brings it in with a nice running grab.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Chourio lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Foul ball. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Frelick off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson slings it across.
He's out of there.
They don't come much closer than that. Back here at Wrigley Field, and here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. That one ripped. That's back there. And it lands in the basket, a home run. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Here's Nico Horner. Short of the bunt and missed it. 0-1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Pitch misses.
Nope, ball.
Now 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that
Ball.
skips into dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
In time to Vaughn. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And there are 2 outs. Matt Shaw will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. Short to the bunt and missed it. 0-1.
0-1.
And that drops in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
In the air, right side. Freeland makes the play, and it's out number 3. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Yelich at the dish. Pulls that one foul.
Well, these Brewers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat.
1 ball,
and
1
that's
strike.
what this offense has been doing so far today.
In the air, left field, down the line. And
That's
no one can
foul.
get to it. It's a foul ball. Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Brings it in, and there's 1 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. William Contreras, 1 for 2.
Hut 1.
Now the 0-1. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Line drive. He's got it. And there are 2 down. This is Bryce Terang. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And that's a base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here comes a pitch. In the air out to center. And it gets by him. Coming home. Still finds a way to get off a throw.
Back-to-back base hits. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Vaughn in the box again. Takes the strike. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Ortiz rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it. Well, we go bottom 6, and here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, after
1-0.
scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
No, that missed.
Fought off foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Up the middle, Ortiz. Handles, throws the first. One away, bottom of the sixth. And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. That's outside. And the count 1-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Turang over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. And up next for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. That one way inside. Turang. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Sal Frelick. Lined into left center, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was.
On the mound now, Caleb Thielbar.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now here is number 21. Fastball for a strike. Frelick at second with nobody out. That's ripped. Base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Fires over to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. Now it's Christian Yelich. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide
liner, and this could be trouble. Runner in from third to extend their lead. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I'll tell you. When you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Now at the plate, Bryce Turang. Squirts away a little bit. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Runner at second, 2 down. That
That's
one
the ball,
misses.
low.
Now 3-1. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. The run comes in to score from second, and they tag him out. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite
Heck.
player as a kid?
Yeah, I
0-1.
love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay
No
Area
balls, 2
Rapid
strikes.
Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Two.
Ugly swing right there. You also
No balls,
had the
2
pleasure
strikes.
of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
He
Not in the
lived
Hall
in
of
your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out at my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San
No,
Francisco
ball.
Giants.
Kelly in now.
1-0.
Takes ball 1 off the plate. Swung on, belted. Frelick running hard to get it. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Into second, and he's got it double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that one is lifted in the air. And that
That's a
drops
foul
foul.
ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Near the bottom of the 7th. Fly ball center field. Chourio. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. Thielbar measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. That clips the
Backward.
corner. He swings and fouls one off. Up the middle. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting
1-0.
zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
2-0's the
This
count.
one in the dirt. Misses the
Yeehaw.
zone, and he gets him to chase.
2-1's the count.
Next
That
offering
missed. That's a
is
ball.
down low.
3-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Here goes the runner. This one smoked out to left. And out number 1 on the grab. Jake Bauers now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Hee-haw.
In the dirt.
0-1.
The Next
That's a
offering
ball.
misses. And 1-1. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Brad Keller.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost...
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. That one felt good, and they add a pair. It's 9-1. Base is empty, one away. Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. Up and in, and it's 1-0. Still only one out here in the inning. And that one got a piece of it.
Base, that got him.
Now the third baseman.
Third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
No balls,
Frelick
one strike.
at first, one gone. And that chops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher.
To Horner at second for one, and it's a double play to end the inning. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Dansby Swanson stands in. Uribe back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Not even close there. And it's 2-1. And he's safe at first.
He's safe.
Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Both 2 in this one. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
When the leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here is Michael Busch, 1 for 3. Bowers ranging back, pulls it in on the warning track. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton all set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio.
0-1.
High in the air, out to right. Castro. And there's one away. Here comes Christian Yelich.
The batter, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Now batting, catcher William.
One down. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Right through there for a strike. One out, and a runner at second. And that one in the air center field. Horner makes the grab, 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And that one wrapped foul. Man at second. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Back here at the friendly confines. And now Ian Happ. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his
1-1.
arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on. And lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Number 25, Nick Neal.
This is Willie Castro. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed to the left and foul. Happ gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bowers makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki.
Suzuki.
And that is out of play. The 0-1. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And that's the ball game.